With WonderCon happening this week, it's time to take a look back at last year's exclusives, a full 12 months since they've hit the market. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about WonderCon, specifically last year's exclusives in our regular segment here on the channel of Where Are They Now? It's a segment where we like to take a look at con pops and cool exclusives that have dropped a full 12 months ago and see how they are trending in the market in terms of value. If you are new to the channel and excited about WonderCon, make sure to smash that like button. And if you are new, we would love to have you join our Slapshotpops family, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. So, WonderCon 2023 is happening this week, and I gotta say, we are actually getting a pretty cool lineup for this year's con. There's a lot of firsts happening with WonderCon, and in case you guys don't know, WonderCon is typically where we get a smaller Funko catalog. However, that is not the case this year, as we are actually getting several pretty cool pops, a bunch of limited sodas. We're even getting a limited edition Freddy in the form of a clown, which I will be avoiding at all costs. We are also getting a 3-liter soda at the con, a pop ride, a comic book cover, a lounge fly bag, as well as a pop Pez, and much more. So there's a lot of things to get excited about, and you guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below, what item are you most excited about getting from this year's con? Now, while you guys are trying to figure out what you're going to get and how many of that item you're going to get, we're going to be taking a look at last year's exclusives for WonderCon 2022. And interestingly enough, last year's catalog was much smaller, and it was basically like SodaCon, because we pretty much got more Funko sodas that were exclusives to WonderCon than pops, which was really wild. But nonetheless, we are going to break down every single item really quickly to jog everybody's memory and see how these items are trending in terms of value. So the first item that we're going to be looking at today is a pop. We're going to start out with the pops, and it is a super cute Disney pop. It is Wally holding the cube of recycled trash. Now, there's been a lot of Wally pops, but I do know that some people were excited for this exclusive. The con sticker version of Wally here is trending for about $29, while the shared sticker is currently going for $18. So pretty much about double retail for the con sticker, so not really out of reach for a lot of collectors, even if you wanted to grab it today. The next pop that we're going to be taking a look at is another Disney one, and it's from a line that is really no stranger when it comes to WonderCon, although this year I don't think we're getting any Emperor's New Groove exclusives, and the one that I'm actually talking about is the Angel Crunk. And we've gotten a lot of Crunks as well as Yzmas, and I think some people here in the community, including myself, are kind of Emperor's News grooved out, if you guys know what I mean. But the con sticker here for the Angel Groot is coming in at $34, while the shared sticker is coming in at $30. So not a huge price differential between the con sticker and the shared sticker. Typically when it comes to an exclusive that's just not that popular, you'll see that because when people go out and get the figure, they really don't care if they get the shared or the con. They just want the figure or they don't. The next pop that we're going to be talking about is from the Marvel Universe, and this one was really not that popular at all, and the current value of the pop really shows that. Interestingly enough, this character also does not seem to have a con sticker version of this pop. There was still supply chain issues, and we're definitely going to get into that later in the video, especially with two pops that we have to talk about. But the one that I'm talking about right now is Boastful Loki, and even though I couldn't find any con sticker versions of this one, there's plenty of shared sticker ones, and they're all going for about $16, so pretty much at the retail cost. Boastful Loki, of course, was in Loki Season 1 over on Disney+. He pretty much had a minor role in the show and really is not a huge recognizable character from the MCU, and therefore nobody is really rushing out to get his pop anytime soon. So now switching universes, we're going to move over to DC, and on the flip side here, we actually have a character who does have a little bit more popularity. He also had his own show over on HBO Max and has been renewed for a second season, and the character that I'm actually talking about is Peacemaker, and the exclusive that we are highlighting is Peacemaker, and he's got his helmet as well as the shield. So it's a pretty cool looking pop, and the price definitely reflects that little boost of popularity, as the con sticker is currently trending for about $43, while the shared sticker is going for $27. I'm a huge DC fan. I will admit though that I have not gotten around to see the Peacemaker series, although I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I do know people that were very excited for this pop when it released. Next up, moving back over to the Disney side of things, we actually have a 2-pack in the form of Donald's Shoulder Angel and Devil 2-pack. Now this one was super cute, and I do know a lot of Disney fans were very excited about this one. And this one actually does have a little bit of value, especially with the con sticker, as the con sticker is currently trending for about $60, while you can pick up the shared sticker for $40. Now also remember, with these 2-packs and these larger items, they come at a higher retail cost, so you're not getting them for $15. I believe this one was $30, if I'm not mistaken, for the 2-pack at retail. So that's why typically the larger pops will have a little bit higher value just right off the bat, because they cost more directly from Funko. It's not always the case, but I think that is the case with this one. But nonetheless, it is super cute. So next up, we have another unique item to talk about, and it was actually a Pop and Loungefly combo, which we've seen more of as of recent over the past few cons, and we are actually getting another Loungefly bag and Pop combo here in 2023 for WonderCon in the form of Powerline. And I think this one actually looks really cool. Typically they limit these, and the one that we're going to be talking about here for last year was Shira. She came with a metallic pop and a really cool Loungefly bag, and she was actually limited to only 3,000 pieces. 3,000 pieces seems to be the sweet spot for these combos, and I think that is a perfect number to limit them, especially with characters that maybe might not be as popular, or just if they are popular, it adds a lot of hype because a lot of people will be trying to get them. But nonetheless, the metallic Shira pop, I'm just talking about the value of the pop here. The con sticker is trending for $125, while the shared sticker is going for $85. So this is a pretty expensive pop. Also, these Pop and Loungefly combos usually retail for about $100. Now that is just the value of the Shira pop. Pop Price Guide actually doesn't have a value for the Loungefly bag, so I actually did some research, and it looks like the Shira Loungefly bag is trending for about $70 on its own, which is pretty much right, you know, spot on with how much a Loungefly bag, especially a con one, will cost you these days. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly, if at all, if the Powerline pop and bag actually sells out. All right, so now we're going to take a break from talking about the Pop exclusives, and now we're going to move into the sodas. And like I said, this was pretty much a soda con, as we had a lot of sodas, and I'm actually happy to see that this year it's reversed, kind of back to normal with con catalogs, as there is way more pops than sodas. I think that's how it should be, because I still feel, even though sodas are very popular, there's a lot more pop collectors compared to soda collectors. And then there's the minority like us, where we happen to collect both. All right, now moving into the sodas, the first soda that we're going to be talking about is a great Disney character, awesome villain, and I think Funko knocked it out of the park with this soda. And the one I'm talking about right now is Hades. Hades was limited to only 11,000 pieces. For the chase, he is angry. It's a different color, is red, of course, and his hair looks like it's on fire. They did such a good job with this chase, and I know this one was the bane of a lot of collectors' existence when trying to pull it, and I'm definitely looking at you, Vince. So the common version of Hades goes for about $17, which is pretty spot on for a con soda, I would say. And then the chase is going for about $48. I think that that's actually a little bit low, considering how iconic Hades is when it comes to Disney villains, but nonetheless, that is what he's trending for. So next up, we actually have another Disney soda, and unlike Hades, I don't think Funko did a great job with this one, as it really has a very lazy chase, in my opinion. And the one that I'm actually talking about is Yzma with the lab coat. Now for the common, I think she looks really good, and then with the chase, all they really did was give her the science flask in her hand, and you can pretty much pick up a common for retail, as it goes for about $14, while the chase is trending for about $44. The only good news with this soda was that it pairs very well with the Lab Crunk soda that we got last year for D23. So I really like it when Funko does that. They release one character at one con, and then another character that either, you know, goes together or is partners with that character in whatever universe it's from at another con. I think when that happens, Funko really does a very good job. But nonetheless, we had Yzma. Alright, so now for the last group of sodas here. You pretty much have to talk about all of them together because they're all from the same line. They are all black lights. And there was some controversy behind some of these sodas. Some people really liked them, some people didn't like them, but nonetheless, we're going to break it down here. And this was the Banana Splits group of sodas. We had Bingo, Snorky, Drooper, and Fleagle. They were all in that very cool blacklight style of can, and they had, of course, blacklight commons, and then different color variations for the chases. Some people like that, some people don't. Some people prefer just the regular colored traditional version of the character and then seeing a blacklight chase. Funko has done both with many different types of characters, but here we go. We'll start off with Bingo here. Bingo is going for about $31 to get the common. These were all very limited. These were only limited to 5,000 pieces, which I think Funko was very wise in making this grouping of sodas that limited. I think they really need to do that more with sodas exclusive to these cons. Keep the piece count low. Get people excited and cause those sodas to sell out because a lot of people are trying to get them. I think 5,000 pieces is a great number. And the chase for Blacklight, which is a little bit of a yellow variation to the color scheme, is going for about $70, which it's an 800 piece chase, so that definitely is on par. Next up we had Snorky, once again limited to only 5,000 pieces. Now this one was interesting because there's like not as much color variations between the two sodas. One is basically blue and the other one is green. The chase is green and it is coming in at $55 while you can pick up the common for about $19. And I think this one actually looks the best out of the four. Up next we had Drooper, and Drooper here with the common, he is a neon orange, and then the chase, he is mostly neon pink. The chase is currently trending for about $65, while the common Drooper is going for just a little bit less than half, coming in at $27. So you guys can see with these lower piece counts, even the commons do have a little bit of value, which is something that I think we're going to see a lot of moving forward as we continue along our soda journey with Funko. And then the last soda here, we have Fleagle, of course. Fleagle has a mostly yellow or neon yellow color scheme for the common and then a neon pink chase. The chase is coming in at around $42 while you can pick up a common for about retail coming in at $16. Now we are not done yet. We have two more items that we have to talk about. They are Pops. And this one is weird. I actually had to do a lot of research for this because I remembered hearing some talk about what happened, but I had to refresh my memory, and I think I'm about to refresh a lot of other people who were collecting at the time, and I'm also going to drop some knowledge for some of you guys who weren't collecting at this time next year. So, interestingly enough, there was a pop in the form of a metallic Pokemon character, a very popular one if I might add, that was actually canceled. And this pop, even though it was canceled, a few of them actually snuck out into the marketplace. I don't know how people got them, maybe Funko employees, but the pop that I'm actually talking about is Charizard. Now this pop has skyrocketed as of recently. It went from around $430 to now trending for $870. So clearly there is not that many of these on the market, although Pokemon is very popular, as most of you guys can imagine, and these metallic pops from the Pokemon line are highly desired. So it's clear that there's a couple collectors out there who are willing to shell out a lot of money just to complete their metallic Pokemon sets. Now, $870 is a lot. There's really no explanation as to why this one was canceled and Funko didn't release it. There was some talk. There's a couple articles about Funko lost some shipments from a couple ships that were sailing from China to the US. I don't know how true that is, but nonetheless, this is a very, very valuable pop. The next and final item that we're going to break down really quick for today's video is, interestingly enough, another metallic Pokemon pop, this time in the form of Charmander. Now, this one was once again canceled, technically, for WonderCon, but instead of Charizard, the way they did it where they didn't re-release him at any other con, the Charmander here was actually re-released at San Diego Comic-Con last year. However, there are several WonderCon versions of this pop swimming around the marketplace. And the con sticker version of the WonderCon Charmander is currently going for $165, which is a lot. And even the shared sticker version of this pop that leaked out onto the market is going for $50. Now, if you don't want to pay those prices for this pop, I have good news. You can get the same exact pop with the San Diego Comic-Con stickers for much cheaper. The con version of the San Diego Comic-Con version is going for $16, while the common is going for $16. So you can literally get this pop with the shared San Diego Comic-Con sticker for only $16. That's essentially retail if you really don't care about this special WonderCon error release sticker that Funko did. But when it comes to stickers and when it comes to weird releases like this where they're canceled, moved, delayed, whatever, there are a lot of Funko collectors out there who like getting these super hard to get, super rare variants of pops. So it's really no wonder as to why Charizard is trending for that much. I still think it's crazy, but that's where we're at. So guys, let me know your thoughts on all the items that we talked about for WonderCon 2022, and let me know if you are excited for WonderCon 2023. I know we are. We got a few pops and some sodas that we want to pick up, and I'm very excited. So good luck with the drop this week, and as always guys, don't stop shooting until you score.